In today's episode, we are talking about something that's really been bothering me lately, and I just have to get this off my chest. Oh man, I don't even know where to start, but essentially, there's this talk that the Oilers are only good on the power play. The Oilers are only this on the power play. The Oilers, oh yeah, they score on the power play. This, that, they can only McDavid and Draisaitl. Of course, they're going to score on the power play. When did it become a bad thing to score on a power play? Like if this was the other side of the spectrum, if the Oilers weren't scoring on the power play, everyone would be roasting us for not scoring. But we are scoring, so people are like, oh, that's the only way they score. Of course they're gonna score. They got Connor and Leon. But if this went south, like we'd be like, oh, they can't score with the Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. How pathetic. And yeah, we have those too, but it's not our fault we have the two best players. Like that, why is that a bad thing? Like we're getting crapped on. I see every single day, like, oh, they got Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. Of course they're going to score on the power play. It's just annoying. It's like, it's not a win-win. It doesn't, even though, like, you're supposed to be scoring on the power play, and so what? We have two of the best players in the world. Yeah, like, it's I don't know what you're trying, I don't know what the point you're trying to get at. Yeah, we score on the power play. Why is that a bad thing? Also, something that really bothers me is the fact that you know what leads to power plays? You know what leads to power plays? Generating high high offensive scoring chances. That's what the good chunk of the time, that's what penalties are caused. That's how they're caused, why they're caused. And we've got the player who say that they're soft penalties, whatever you want, Connor McDavid, that is. He happens to be the best player in the world, and he generates scoring chances like crazy. You know how many guys he catches on every single night flat-footed, and he'll just pass and they'll hook him? So there's a good chance if no penalty's called, or if this guy hooks him, or if he doesn't hook him, say he doesn't hook him, and he's going, on a breakaway, he's probably going to score that. But, the guy's like, no, I don't want that, so he's going to, so it's just this comment that so many other teams have been saying for so many other fans of other teams have been saying for so long. It really just crumbles on itself and just collapses, because it's it's a defeating argument. Like it doesn't make any sense. And I don't know if I'm explaining it the best, but it's just so true. Yeah, there's obviously the penalties like too many men, right? That's unfortunate. Or the puck over the glass, delay a game. There's stuff like that. But man, a good chunk, I'd say 60 to 70% of the penalties that are called are due to high scoring chances. Like that's what it is. And when you've got the likes of Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, who are constantly, driving plays that are very high, super effective, you're going to be getting penalties called on you. Like the opposing team's going to be taking penalties, right? Like, I don't know. It honestly, it makes me laugh. And I really don't know why why people just roast the Oilers. Oh, they only score since I forget what it was, but since February or late January, the Oilers have been one of the best 5-on-5 teams in the NHL. And yeah, they've also been capitalizing on their power play, which is what you're supposed to do. So I don't know what they're supposed to do then. If you're not happy with them scoring on the power play, then sucks to suck. It's not their fault. That's the purpose of a power play. It's to score, okay? I don't know what people are they're losing their minds, and it's just ridiculous because it's making me lose my mind, right? Honestly, it's just so silly, and I had to say that. I'd love to hear your thoughts. This is just gonna be a quick video, but man, is it freaking annoying. The Oilers only score on the power play. It's we generate way more chances. I'm sure Connor McDavid, I haven't seen it really this year, but in previous years, I know he's been the leading penalty drawer in the entire NHL, and I think it was like that the last 3 years in a row. Johnny Gaudreau's up there. I know Matthew Tkachuk's up there as well. But these penalties are being drawn because, half the time McDavid's on a breakaway and they trip him. Yeah, that's a freaking penalty. And if he didn't do that, he would have scored even strength, right? The Oilers, they'd be scoring these even strength goals, but the other team doesn't allow it because they take a penalty. So, you ever think about that? Just before you say that the Oilers only score on power plays, just think, oh, okay, well, maybe they're just drawing a lot of power plays. Maybe they're just getting these the other team to make a lot of penalties, right? Because that's exactly what's happening. So I just had to say this. Like, it blows my mind. And yeah, it obviously freaking helps having the best power play in the world. And one of the best power plays, no, for sure. Like, I know the league best power play ever was like the Montreal Canadiens in like, what was it, the 70s or 80s? But like, come on, like, if this power play were playing, if the Oilers power play was playing back in the 70s and 80s, if you had McDavid, like, it would be like a 55+% power play. I'm not even joking. It would be that good. The fact that they're chugging along at like 30%, which is almost a historic rate in today's NHL, where the goalies, the players, the defense, it's just that more strategic and that more, competitive and skilled. It's kind of insane. So I kind of wanted to compliment the Oilers on their power play, and then also just diminish all this, the Oilers only scoring power play talk, because it's really like, just do your research. They draw more penalties than any other team in the NHL, and that's from these high scoring chances that they draw from like making creative plays and that kind of thing. So if the other team weren't taking these penalties, there's a good chance that there'd be so much more 5-on-5 goals that the Oilers would have, and then they'd be like the best 5-on-5 team, and then people would be making an argument like, oh, of course they're the best 5-on-5 team. They should be. It's Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. Like, oh, they should be. But it's really no win-win situation. It's not. No matter if we're the best power play team or the worst, the Oilers are going to get crapped on just because we have Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. So if you're a fan of another team, I'd really like to hear what your thoughts are in the comment section below. As always, yeah, guys, thanks for watching this video. It's kind of just a short one. I just had to get that off my chest because I've been thinking about it for a while, and it really is annoying. But if I'm out to lunch, if you think I'm wrong, if you think I'm silly, don't get butthurt, right? Who am I? Really? Like, this is just what I'm thinking, right? I make videos, that's what I'm doing. So, don't roast me too hard in the comment section below, but as always, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. So, take her easy, guys. That's all I got for this one. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and don't party too hard, and also don't be average when you can be above average. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.